welcome to the most Italian-American podcast collaboration of all time. I am Jeff Morrow from Come On Over from Food Network, chef extraordinaire, star of stage, film, and television. And with me, as always, by my side is my little sister, producer, editor, / social media manager / overall, she runs the show here. Emily, say hi.
Hi, everybody. So happy to be here.
As you can tell, we are not in my basement.
No.
We are at a lovely loft here in Chinatown in Chicago.
I know, I feel fancy.
With me to my left here, a lot of you watching and listening at home or in the car or wherever you may be doing it, know him very well because you're here because of his brand, because of his company. He is the king of Italian-American t-shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Carioscia from Hardcore Italians. What's up,
Thanks.
Mike?
What a compliment. Appreciate it. Real excited to do this collab and be working with you guys.
So yeah, we're here for a big collaboration, which I will announce in a minute, which you can already kind of see, judging by my large shirt I'm wearing here. I thought you were gonna bring me an XL, Mike, but you brought me a large. You can tell by my chest. But
Right.
Mike's from Hardcore Italians. They make probably every Italian-American skewed t-shirt you've ever seen.
At a festival, at an Italian shop, all that.
On the bodies of young Italian-Americans everywhere, throughout the country, throughout internationally, Hardcore Italian. So what we've decided to do, along with this podcast, besides making it the most hardcorest Italianist
I said
podcast
hardest, corest, Italianist podcast.
of all time, is that what better way to commemorate a collaboration than release our own collaboration with t-shirts and our Morrow Provisions Craft Giardinera. So this is the official announcement. You can get either one of these brand new Giardinera shirts, right? Mike's wearing Giardinera over everything, which you can get, or Giardinera University, my alma mater, which I did graduate.
Well, you got your master's.
I got my master's.
Your master's.
In beef and sausage.
Your dissertation was about the overusage of inaccurate oils in the
Exactly, and which we've changed
community.
over time because now we're made with olive oil. So you get either one of these shirts plus a medium spiced Morrow Provisions Craft Giardinera and Honey G are wildly popular, a jar of each with this for $49.99. Mike, do you think this is a good deal?
Yeah, it's what we both do best, combined into one, So
Exactly.
fantastic deal. Can't beat it.
And we're commemorating it. So now not only are we the most hardest, corest Italianist Giardinera out there, but we're also the official Giardinera of Hardcore Italians. So you can go to hardcoreitalians.com and order this now, right?
Yep.
Shipped to your door.
Yeah, right to your door.
So you can choose which shirt you want, and then we're going to throw in the 2 Giardineras so you get to eat what Hardcore Italians usually brings to the table. We love your shirts. I know our brother Frank kind of brought this. So this is a big shout out to our older brother Frank.
Yeah.
Who I know you've been dealing with, who's like, you got it. Like, because Frank and his sons, they'll go to church wearing a Hardcore.
Like I identify as Italian to church.
Frank, this is not appropriate.
Oh, I love it.
Like everywhere they wear them. So thank you for allowing to do this. I know we met your dad. You're a family business. We're a family business. So we're going to get into some Italian-American hot topics here because I know we both have our opinions. And there's a lot of Italian-Americans, a lot of Chicago now in the national press. I just got back from a week in Australia, and people cannot stop asking me about the bear.
Really?
Everybody I met in
Even in
Australia wanted to know
Australia?
about the bear in Chicago and Italian beefs and this weird stuff, Giardinera. So we're everywhere. So this is the appropriate time to launch this collaboration. Hopefully some people in Australia might order it. Maybe you guys ship internationally?
Yeah, we do.
Where's the farthest you've shipped so far?
I don't know. We've shipped all over. UK, Australia.
Really?
Yeah, Europe, everywhere.
Italians are everywhere.
Yeah.
Big Italian population in Australia. They call themselves Italian Australians.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah, no,
stupid,
there is
doesn't
a
it?
lot.
I told them to their face too. We're the originals. So this will be on both of our feeds. So you can get this wherever you listen to Come On Over. And for the hardcore Italian audience that are listening right now, you guys got a big audience. You guys got a great podcast, Mike. Emily and I have been recording this podcast. It's become very popular for the last 5 years. We've been doing this, Emily.
Yep, in the basement.
Thousands of episodes, or it feels like.
Wow.
Some hundreds of some. but not 1,000 yet. But we have a very good amount, and we started during COVID, and it's kind of like sitting at our family table and kind of shooting the shit, talking about what's important, talking about our lives, talking about fun topics. We talk about food, we talk about pop culture, and it's just, you're a member of our family when you listen to our podcast. Could you tell our audience a little bit about what your podcast is about?
Yeah, exactly. Hardcore Italians podcast. So haven't been at it 5 years, so props to that. That's good. That's a lot. That's
It's a lot of work.
right
Yeah,
there.
we're brilliant at what we do.
Yes, it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. We just talk about Italian American topics too. We bring on a lot of guests and people in the community and just ask them questions and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Just we got to keep conversations alive about our heritage and keep people talking about it. I feel like to pass it on. So the podcast just seemed right to incorporate with the page,
Yeah.
Who's been your favorite guest so far you've had?
Oh man, that's put me on the spot.
I did.
Steve Sharippa was pretty good.
That's a great one. That's a great kid.
Good. Yeah, I don't know. Buddy Velastro was good too. He came on. He was like, I probably would pick him maybe because he's a real like business guy, and I love business. It's like my passion. So he was like, you could just tell like the business knowledge he has is crazy.
He's a brilliant businessman. I mean, he's got facilities all over the country. I mean, talk about if you want to find out how to like ship to places cheaply and in volume. Buddy's the guy. He's also a great friend. So you can get some great gets on there.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. And just like some of the stories he was saying, how like he had to make something. I forgot, like he was just like engineering his own like stuff. Like there's no excuses. I feel like he has all the values, the hard worker. It's crazy. And yeah, he's everywhere, man. I feel like I landed at the airport. I look and there was like a Buddy Velastro machine.
Yeah, there's a vending machine that sells cake.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's everywhere. Like he really knows what he's doing. So yeah.
Jardinera vending machines. Write it down now, Emily.
Done and done.
Old school. We'll take coins too. Remember coins?
Coins only.
You know what I hate? I was in a hotel in Jersey City and they had a vending machine with pop and liquid in there, and it was the whole the armature goes. It was a robot. It's like, 3 things got stuck in there, and there was nobody to talk to. Remember the old days?
Yeah.
Right? You just shake it until something eventually came out. Can you imagine you did that with a cake vending machine?
Yeah, you're right.
You can't fight with a robot arm in this climate of AI. Like it's just you're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose
every time.
Every time.
Remember it.
All right, just as a reminder, you get either one of these shirts. Show them those. Look at that. Look at Mike's chest, too. First of all, again, I'm not trying to look suggestive here, but the Maros are generally chesty.
It's true.
Men and women alike. So I'm feeling good about this large, but they got all sizes. Tell them about the sizes you carry at Hardcore Italians, Mike. Listen to this.
Small up to 4XL.
That's huge. Yeah. I thought you were going to go small, medium, large, extra large, extra, extra large, extra, extra, extra large.
Yeah.
Extra, 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 extra large. Yeah. I love you don't go up to 5X, huh?
Here and there we do. Sometimes we have a shirt of the month club, and you can get 5XL and the type.
I mean, hey, the Italian Americans, we love to eat.
Can you tell us if Frank in the shirt of the month club? Because if not, that will be his next gift.
Probably. I have to check on that.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. That you probably love that. I'm sure he is.
Do you guys make like blazers too? Because whole suits, 3-piece suits, hardcore Italians.
We're looking into more stuff like that. You know, we sell a lot of the track jackets though.
Oh, those are amazing.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Italian American track jackets, let's get to our Italian American hot topics. First thing, and this is. I don't know your feelings on this, Mike, but as someone who is in the media, who's kind of grown up as a full-blooded Italian American, who's felt very connected to his culture, what I don't like right now, my hot take, is I think it's open season on stereotypical uses for Italian Americans, right? You could do whatever you want. You can cast a non-Italian American to play Italian American with a stereotypical accent. You can walk around saying "oh" or "gabagool" or hey,
little lady in the coffee shop.
We sleep with the fishes. Any way you can, right? What are your thoughts on this? Am I wrong? Am I too sensitive?
No, you're 1,000% right. Like just even running the Hardcore Italians page too, some of the comments I see, it's like you would never say this for another ethnicity, or you know what I mean? Like there's a huge double standard on Italians. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because like I feel like we have thick skin. Probably growing up, we have thick skin. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we just like never really stood up as much as we should have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting out of hand. Even like comedian Shane Gillis said something like Italians are the only people you could still make
Oh,
fun
yeah.
of. Or
Oh,
something.
he's
Oh,
got
yeah,
a bit
recently.
about that.
Yeah.
See, I'm on. See,
There you
Yeah.
go.
even Shane Gillis is like, listen, guys, stop. He's got that face to him. You know what I mean? I love Shane Gillis. So,
Yeah.
so we're onto something here. We're not the only ones. And I guess we do have thick skin and we're fine with it. And as long as we're being talked about, I guess we like that. I think it's time. And I think it starts with casting in movies and TV shows, in commercials, in whatever, of Italian Americans in their roles.
Yeah.
You know, you look at shows like The Bear. Like I said, I went to Australia and people are like, what do you think of The Bear? I'm like, it's a great show. What's not to love? It's the most accurate show about food, the food industry,
Chicago.
about Chicago food, and about Chicago Italian Americans, right? You can just keep getting, more granular with the subcultures represented in that show. But then you look at the leads of that show.
Not a one. Wait, do we have any?
I don't think so. I mean, the Mr. Beef guys, and I think that's it.
Yeah, no, there's
You
not a
know?
one. I am looking
Yeah,
right
I don't think
now.
so either.
Don't think John Bernthal is Italian.
No, he's
Oliver
played it up.
Platt, definitely not. Chris Witowski, our buddy.
Our buddy Chris is
100%
great, but he
not
doesn't play
Italian.
an Italian. But he's
Yeah,
the only
but
one from Chicago in the main cast.
I feel like Italians are typecast usually for like the mob roles only
Mhm.
for the most part, unfortunately. You know.
Mhm. But yeah, recently
barb.
in 2021, do you remember when Disney put out Luca? About
Yeah.
the Italian boy.
Oh,
and
the
their-
animated
the animated one,
I
yeah.
don't think
That
I
one
s-
in particular, which it was a great movie, but like Disney usually goes to town on wherever they have a different movie or an animated computer animation film that takes place in any country. The entire cast is stacked with those people authentically representing that culture, except for Luca. You got freaking
Wow.
Jim Gaffigan, Maya Rudolph. Who else? I'm reading.
Was
off-
this like
Billy
Italy, or was
yes,
this
they were in
American?
Italy, and the only Italian people that were doing voices were actual Italians that had bit roles. Like
Yeah,
none of the
see?
main characters.
Because it doesn't sell. Maybe we're not selling enough. Maybe if
I
they
don't-
cast Jeff Morrow in The Bear, right?
Exactly.
Being a
There you go.
chef, Italian American from Chicago, I mean, hopefully it would help the ratings. But I mean, come on,
No, I agree.
Mike, it's
I agree.
unbelievable.
And with stuff like that, like I go back and forth with it a bit because like Mr. Beef, we're like family with Mr. Beef. My dad's
best.
cousins with him, and like we do shirts with him and stuff too. And like the Bear, just like how many people go in and order shirts and how like much. I mean, they
Yeah.
always do good over there, but
They didn't have lies out the door
Yeah.
until The Bear came out, and they deserve it. Great beef. We were there. We did a sandwich review there, which you could probably see on
Yeah, it
my
should be up
Instagram
by
page
now.
or my YouTube page. Check it out.
Mhm.
But yeah, Emily just dropped off a picture. I'm on the wall now, Mike.
Yeah.
are you really?
Yeah.
But they're wearing the crown
Oh,
too.
that's
And the
awesome.
guys were like way more excited than I thought they would be. It was actually really sweet and touching.
Yeah.
And I got a free hot dog.
Yeah, there you go.
Did they put me next to Lester Holt?
I know, God willing. I'm not sure. I have a feeling like it's going to be some really good placement.
I like that.
They were the enthusime.
I
was
finally
palpable.
made it, I feel
You
now.
made
My
it.
picture's in a beef stand. That means I've officially made it in this town. Now we're on the subject of movies and stuff. Have you seen Nona's?
Yeah.
What is your hot take on Nona's there, Mike?
Hot take, like in a good way or bad way? Just
I want
Well,
I
let's
want to
just
know
put
it all.
out there that it's Nona's, which is currently the Vince Vaughn movie on Netflix.
I liked it overall. I didn't like. I thought they hit on a lot of good elements. I think they did cast a lot of Italians too. Obviously, Vince
They
Vaughn.
did. They I checked. Everyone, they got real authentic Italian Americans and
Mhm.
Italians.
Yeah, so I thought that was really nice. You know what I mean? And it
Yeah.
was what I really like about it is it's a good movie that shows. I feel like there's not a lot of movies about Italians where it shows like our family side or the side about our values. Or most of the movies are like mafia related.
Yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Which they're all good and fun, but like there's not the proportion of them is not. You know what I mean? Like I feel like America doesn't know the side of Italians where we're like family people and
Mhm.
how hard we work and like.
That doesn't ultimately like lead to crime or food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This one was all about food in a restaurant, so it's fine.
Mhm.
But there was no like getting in bed with the guy down the street for a loan. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you could,
Yeah.
like
I
you
thought
could
there
see
was-
it kind of start. You could veer that way, but
Yeah, good point.
I think it was just a wholesome movie, and I was the opening credits started, and I was like, oh god, I'm like,
Oh.
and then they're like,
When he had to do the rosary to like get the Zeppeli, I was like, all right, overkill.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like-
like, that happened to no one, never.
My hot take on the movie was it's a fairly average movie with a great cast, decent writing. That started out way thick. Like they were like the
Yeah.
rosary, the
The
Zeppeli. They're running through the thing. Then you go into the Sunday dinner and they're doing the tarantella.
Nutella, which is, I'm like, never. That nary happened once. Like my non-Italian boyfriend asked me, he's like, "Have you guys ever done that?" And I'm like,
No.
never a
Like
once.
I don't know where you grew up, like, but my grandma's house did not have room to do the
No.
There was room to eat, and there was 2 couches in a
Yeah.
kitchen. You know,
I did feel that way in the beginning. Like I was thinking, like watching it, like, okay, this is a meme, this is a meme, this is a meme.
Yeah.
Like, it reminded me of stuff we would post, but it's not like how we live our day to day.
No.
Yeah.
And
You know what I
it's-
mean? But like,
I guess it's
very
better than
frustrating.
nothing, and you got to
Yeah.
give a shout out. Well, first I learned that Vince Vaughn is partially Italian.
I didn't
Oh,
even
wait, he
know
is?
that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's like Italian, German, Irish, and something else
Oh, okay.
that nobody
Wow.
cares about. I'm kidding.
Well,
It's
well,
not true. We love all cultures here. But like, are you going to go to a German restaurant to eat? Even though I
No.
do love German food, but
I
you're not
do
going to
love
an
German
Irish
food.
restaurant to eat, right? You're going to an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
That's why I think the world wants to be Italian.
Yes.
But that's okay. We're getting that's another hot topic. But I just want to give a
Put a
shout out
pin
to
in
the
it.
cast here.
Yes,
Vince Vaughn.
definitely.
They everybody, right? You have Susan Sarandon, right?
Who, I did
went on
some
the
research.
wiki.
Yeah.
I know.
What'd you find out, Em?
She's something.
She's
got
some- she's
something.
half.
She's got something.
She's half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that too. We did a post and somebody actually learned it from the comments on one of our posts. Someone's like, Susan Sarandon, no thanks. And then I saw someone in the comments saying
Yeah.
she's actually half Italian.
Talk about
So,
Chesty too, huh?
Oh, she looked terrific.
that was a-
in it.
that
I
was-
was like, oh my God.
I was like, wait a minute. Susan Sarandanucci.
Sarandonino.
Sarandonino. What those yeah, she
For
was
playing a grandmother, I wasn't
playing a
expecting
grand.
it, but
Her chest was definitely a co-star in that.
Yeah.
Lorraine Bracco, obviously classic.
her.
Karen from Goodfellas, and Dr. Melfi, great. Obviously, Joe Manganiello,
yeah.
hot off.
Oh my God.
Hot off Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal Island.
I mean-
I've talked that I am one of the only people that watch Deal or No Deal Island. And Joe Manganiello needs to stick to acting. He's way better at this than he is as a game show host on an island.
I loved how at the end credits, which you watch the whole movie, I'm not spoiling anything, they show the actual real life people because this is based on a true story. I mean, the guy playing Joe Manganiello's character looks nothing like Joe
No.
Manganiello. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
like,
feel you.
if I was that guy, and they're like, who's casted me? Some 75-year-old carpenter or whatever,
I know, right.
laborer.
That's so
He's
true.
like, and then you see Joe,
Joe
Manganiello,
Manganiello,
and they're like,
right.
what was he in here? He's like, Magic Mike, 1 through 3.
I thought that too. I was like, is that the real guy? It took me a while to figure out if it was a real guy. I'm like, I feel you on that.
I prefer Magic Mike 3, but more Mike, less magic.
I've not seen a single
More
Magic
magic,
Mike, unfortunately.
More Mike, more magical. Brenda Vaccaro, who was
Who reminds me of Mom.
yeah,
She's
she
like
was
our
very
mother.
she was very familiar.
Like a more grandmotherly version of our mother. Our mother is a lot more young and full of vigor.
yeah, good cleanup there, Emily.
Hey,
Talia
anytime.
Shire,
Talia
obviously,
Shire, she's
Yeah.
a great, sweet little nun. That was,
and that's
Yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola's sister.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah, I
that,
didn't
Emily?
realize
oh my
you
God,
know
I
that?
did
You
not
didn't
know
know
that.
that?
I didn't know she was a Coppola.
Yeah.
Her and Nick Cage are related then.
Yeah, it's her nephew.
What a family, huh?
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Can you imagine?
their
Yeah,
Sunday
I know.
dinners?
I was thinking that too.
And the
'Cause I looked
vineyard? You're like, oh, what do you want to talk about? Godfather 3 and how your daughter sucked in it?
it up.
Uncle?
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Sophia Coppola was not good in Godfather 3. That's another hot take.
I mean, Godfather 3 in general was, not the best one, obviously.
Not a bad rewatch, though, if you're on a plane for 15 hours. Drea De Matteo, glad to see her back.
Want to
Yeah,
hear
she's
something
great.
hilarious that my non-Italian boyfriend said while watching it? He was like, she's not Italian. What's her? I'm like, you mean Drea D'Amato? I'm like, she's like the
De
most
Matteo.
Italian.
D'Amato. Is it D'Amato?
I don't know. But
De
either,
Matteo.
Mateo.
how did I say it?
Like a Metagon.
Oh no. Why didn't they say anything about Metagons in the movie?
That would have been a good use of it because there were none except for the
The only time Amanda Gone was ever used, I feel like, was in The Sopranos.
Yeah.
But I did note some Italian American sayings that they did say or
Oh,
pronunciations.
let's hear 'em, Emily.
Regat for ricotta.
Nice.
Okay. Stronzo, which means asshole, which you allow swearing on your podcast?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
fine.
I don't.
All right. Stronzo, which means asshole. And we didn't use that in our family.
No,
Stronzo, no.
Did you guys use it in your family?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah, Stroons, yeah.
Stronzo. They said manigot for manicotti.
It's a good one. It's my second favorite word, bastardized word.
Stunad, more
Huge
than
one.
once. And then there's some discourse on Reddit currently about the use of the word mandate. That remember when Lorraine Bracco was talking about like, oh, if I would show you my mandate, and I looked it up and they actually pronounced it wrong. And it means underwear, and it's mutande or mutande.
Yeah,
I don't speak
mutande.
Italian at all.
Mutand.
Yeah.
Mutande.
Yeah.
And how did she use it?
She said mandate.
My mandate.
My
Maybe because
mandate.
maybe that's her because she was more of a Northern Italian,
Yeah.
which probably stick to the script a little more
Yeah.
accurately than the Southern Italians, like our people. Where are your people from?
Calabria.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
The dirt, the crap. You know what I mean? The soulful.
There's so many dialects.
So many dialects, and what I liked about that was they did. There's dialogue about kind of the inter-Italian,
that was cool.
prejudice.
Well, there's a straight
That
up
was cool,
food
right?
fight. It's not
It was
just a dialogue. It's
Yeah.
like they were throwing
Yeah.
tomatoes at each other.
But it opened the dialogue to people who are from different areas of Italy not getting along because of whatever prejudice you have.
Yeah.
Like the Northerns are a little more highbrow,
Yeah.
right?
And I like
Not only are they using cream and butter, but they're usually a little more educated. Whereas you got farther south, I think, is when you get into like
The peasants, like bushels of things,
Yeah, right.
using scraps and
Yeah.
making delicious things out of it.
Yeah. No, I
Like
thought
like
that was
like
cool.
the freaking the goat's head.
the goat's head. Yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Capuzella.
Did you?
No,
Are you?
no,
I don't. But
Thank
I think
God.
that's actually on the menu there.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I don't think the head's coming to the table. They're just probably taking making the something from it. I got to make it. I mean, maybe we'll make it on the show.
one show.
And Linda Cardellini was in that, who's in now, I believe the statistics, my statistics, she's in 68% of all shows.
She's in everything.
She is
I
in
was thinking
everything.
that in my head. Every movie I see or something,
She's
in.
great.
Good for her. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't she in Scooby-Doo too?
probably. Yeah,
Not
she's the
Italian.
Velma.
She was Velma.
Yeah,
What's
she
Velma's
Was
last
Velma?
name?
I didn't know that.
She doesn't have a last name.
Velma?
I don't think Velma
All right,
has a
I'm
last
just
name.
making
in
sure
Scooby-Doo.
she's not
Just
being typecast.
putting
Linda
it out
Cardellini
there.
can do other things besides play cool Italian young people.
The only other thing I did want to bring up about Nona's was, and I know you have some opinions about this, Jeff, but like just the culture of the women in the kitchen, I thought
Yeah.
was very accurate. They pound things out. They're loud.
Yeah.
They're like things aren't done in a pretty delicate manner. It's
Yeah.
done in a rough manner. They're with their hands.
Yeah.
They're tasting things. They're got
Yeah.
meat in their hands, and it felt authentic to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was just like that was real. What was unbelievable about that, literally in the literal sense, is that there's no like cooks. There's no like Guatemalans back there, like doing the sauteing. If you have a restaurant full of people, you need some. You can't just have 4 70-plus-year-old women sitting and cooking and prepping. Like you need a dishwasher.
Oh, yeah.
You need servers.
Runners, busboys.
There's a
You
lot
need-
there. I was like, where's all the employees of this restaurant? No wonder nobody's coming in. They can't get.
Just
at the
grandmother.
end, at the family and friends thing at the end, like there was I was like, Linda Cardellini is sitting down eating. Who's serving? I was like, nobody's
Who's
serving.
pouring drinks here? I
No
know they
one's
put some wine on the table,
Are
but
they able to go up and get their own drinks and like just
No
scoop out their own
busboys.
food?
Yeah.
So many thoughts. I was
Right.
just a
Question-
logistical
yeah.
nightmare.
questionable sanitation.
Zero sanitation.
but
it's okay.
It was a fantasy, but actually based in reality. I don't know. Maybe we'll go there.
Maybe
we'll do
we
a
will.
field piece from the actual
That'd be cool.
Enoteca Maria.
Hey, as long as you're footing the bill, I'm cool with that.
You're breaking up. Can't hear you. Sorry, you suck. You're not getting any more of my money.
All right. Any more thoughts?
Enough is enough.
Any more
I am tapped out. I'm an empty sponge, just sucked dry. Mike, how do you feel? Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I got a
Do,
little sister.
your little sister work for you?
A little bit.
A little
Helped
bit.
with some design.
No, so you throw her a couple bucks here and there. Yeah,
here,
see?
there, you got it.
Does she do everything for you? Because that's a little different. We're doing a little bit different situation over
Everything.
Yeah.
here. Everything.
Definitely
Everything.
different situation.
You love it. What else would you be doing? Used to be driving trucks for the Teamsters again.
Hey, I made more money than
Yeah, you did. But guess what? You were handcuffed.
Overtime. Yes, I was a Teamster for a short amount of time on TV sets. The
See?
best money I've ever made in my life.
Yeah, it was a good time for you.
And I
Emma.
used my brain the least. It was incredible.
No, you
But I love the Teamsters. Shout out to all the Teamsters out there. I love you.
All right.
Any-
One more thing on Nona's too. The music was good, but they repeat. There was a lot of repetition with the music.
I feel you.
Right? Do Angelina a couple times.
I do
Funicula,
like
Funicula.
I did like the Lou Monte version of
Angelina?
Yes,
Angelina.
but then they do, because Lou Monte does a version in English.
Yes.
Lazy Mary, you better get
Yeah.
up. Yeah. So I like that. You don't hear that version often.
No.
You hear the Louis
She
Prima
answers
one.
back, I am not a
Oh.
bull. Lazy Mary, you better get up. We need some sheets for the table. Lazy Mary, you better...
You're gonna marry a fireman. Go and come and go. Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah, it's a great one, right?
100%.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember when you used to dance to that in 8th grade? At the dance, you used to request that from the DJ at that prom?
Yeah.
And you got
Oh,
laughed
yeah.
out of the joint?
They did have a prom scene in it too.
Where did you go to high school?
Downers Grove South.
All right.
Yeah.
Any not too many Italians there.
No, not really.
Same thing where we went to high school. We were one of
No.
I still have
A handful.
buddies that are from Downers Grove though that are Italian or whatever. So
stick together. Should
Yeah.
have been like, the old days.
What are the old days? Just
Playing
to, like,
stick ball. Wait, they did bring up stick ball, I
They
think,
did?
in Nona's. Another hot topic.
Mhm.
We'll go right to it, because
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
Okay.
Sauce versus gravy. Don't want to talk about it anymore. That's
don't
my
care.
hot topic. I'm done. I don't care what you think. I think they're two separate things. They mention it in Nona's as like a background
Yeah.
audio piece. You didn't even see anybody
I
say
think
it.
just so they could like check that off of the list and be
Yeah.
like, we like tackled it so like the Italian Americans don't come back at us being like, why didn't you talk about sauce versus
Yeah,
gravy?
yeah.
But like they did it just enough to shut the people up who wanted to hear that
Yeah.
argument. But I don't care. I've never cared. We've called it sauce in our family
Yeah.
for the most part, but also like dad would call it gravy. It was interchangeable. So I've never cared either way.
Yeah. I don't care either way too. I feel like it's a part, the Italian Americans, like it's part of our story saying gravy. Like I don't see other ethnicities saying like, oh, pass the gravy. So I don't know why people would say it's like so bad to say gravy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Do you have a shirt that has sauce and gravy?
yeah, we
right?
got both. It's not sauce, it's gravy. It's gravy, not sauce.
Which,
Italians
okay.
love to argue.
Which one sells more? Mike,
Yeah,
Mr.
oh my
Businessman?
God.
Let's hear it.
Honestly, the gravy does because I feel like more people are passionate about like sticking up for it. I would say maybe.
That's great.
So
Yeah.
yeah, if you guys believe in sauce, you got to buy the shirt.
Well,
Buy
we'll
more
do
of the shirt.
we'll do another collab after these shirts
Yeah.
that says sauce gravy. Who gives a fuck? Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
Great
Right
job,
back,
Josh.
feed right back into the stereotype, Mike. That's what we're
Exactly.
doing. We went 4 steps ahead, and now we're 3 steps
You know,
back.
Jeff, why don't you do your Andrew Dice impersonation while you're at it? Let's
I
just.
would do my Andrew. What do you want to hear?
No, I'm joking. I was like,
so
don't.
I'm in line at the bank.
Stop. No.
Dice, why? No,
I did
that's-
an impersonation.
I do a great. Do you even know who Andrew Dice Clay
Yeah,
is?
yeah, I do.
All right,
Yeah.
he's great, but he's not Italian now.
No,
is he?
he's not, but he does. He sounds
not?
like
I thought
it.
he
But
was.
there-
There you go. He's a
maybe he's
as
got-
we say a Eugene, which is a Jewish cuisine.
Yeah.
They're like us. You think they're us, but I know a couple of them.
Italians.
Yeah,
I feel
that's-
like I don't know. Maybe he is.
No, he's.
I'm
you
looking
know-
right now.
No, he's definitely not. 100%. Sometimes, are you disappointed? Sometimes, like I'll watch something and I'll be like, man, that guy's definitely. And then you look him up on Wikipedia and you're like, man, they're not Italian at all. Because in our house, every Italian American actor, whether you're from Chicago or not, or a musician, performer, anything in modern media, like they were idolized in our house growing
yeah.
up. Joe Mantegna or Dennis Farina
Yeah.
or any of the guys,
Yeah.
like from our area or wherever. I mean, you were literally on our wall. All right. Fair-skinned Italians, what do you think?
What's the deal?
What's the deal? I'm sorry, I have it on here. I have my notes. Fair-skinned Italians, what's the deal?
What's the deal?
Let's start with redhead Italians. Now, I've seen a couple. You have David Caruso, who is on NYPD Blue.
Yes.
May rest in peace.
And the Miami show, the
CSI Miami.
CSI
like,
Miami.
oh, we're
And
gonna
he's
have-
the glasses.
Oh, he's the
takes
best.
them off and
And
the
Andrew
one-liners.
Santino, who's from here.
Yes, he
Who's
is.
on Dave. The Little Dicky Show. Did you ever watch that?
I haven't,
Oh,
no.
it's so good.
He's a comedian,
I
stand
think
up.
I've seen an episode or two.
He also
of
has a very popular podcast too. I forgot.
He's
the name of
hilarious.
it.
I love him. I think he's very funny. I'd love to be on your podcast. But he's a
Yes.
redhead Italian.
Yeah. I got a buddy who's a redhead Italian.
Yeah?
too.
Oh, really?
I know his whole family. They're all
They're
all
all
like, off the boat
redheads?
from it. No, like he's the only one. Yeah, but he said it's we like straight up asked. We were at a wedding.
Want me to call Maury Povich right now? Get him on there. What's his name?
Biagio.
Biagio.
Wow.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I'm saying. It's Italian as it gets. So
Biagio, you are
Not.
the father, or Mr. Biagio. Wow. So you know one.
yeah.
Is it weird to be around it? Is he like off-putting in a way?
Dude,
Oh, he's more Italian than
Does he have
everybody.
like a
man.
nickname, like a Stumpy or a?
Yeah. What's your
so-
nickname for him?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He owns like a
A gravy.
truck in
He
the
looks like
city.
a pot of gravy.
He
What
does
is he
a
on?
panini truck in the city. They sell panini.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like he's Italian as it gets. So everyone calls him like jokes around with that. His nicknames are all about that. But yeah, he's Italian as it gets. You know
So
what I
he's a redhead, like
mean? Yeah.
first generation, right?
Wow.
Off
Wait.
the boat parents, or was that second
His
generation?
parents are.
All right,
Yeah.
so he's
Yeah.
second generation,
Yeah,
and he's making panini for
Yeah.
a living.
exactly.
Full on red, like you saw him, you're like, this guy
Yeah.
is a redhead.
Yeah,
You're like, he can't go out in the sun too much. I bet.
Probably not.
What a curse! Yeah, they had to leave the old country, or their kid's
Oh
gonna
my God.
melt.
No, but I think redheaded Italians are a thing. It's just rare. Like it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
like
wondering.
it's not like they're like the runt of the group.
Well, there aren't. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
you don't.
you should maybe look that up with redhead Italians because I feel like he said it comes from a certain like
Gene.
strain of Sicily or something. He was saying, but that's the thing with Italians. There's no certain color, no certain shape, no certain size. I feel like you know what I mean. Like we come in all shapes and sizes. And
Do you value tanning? Like I feel like a lot of Italians want to be darker.
I yearn to be, but obviously I don't hit up the tanning booth like
Yeah.
Jeff does.
You
once in
got
a
a nice
while.
color on you.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? What's your
Go
regimen?
somewhere.
yeah, I was in Florida for a week.
That's it.
But
That's
I
what
don't know.
happens.
I get
No.
in 10 minutes too, though. I don't know. Like I'm outside. Yesterday I was painting the deck outside, and I came in. My fiance's like, "How tan did you get from just being out there a few hours?"
She called you in for a little lemonade. She made you a little lemonade when you're painting the deck. You know what I mean? Come in, honey.
Is that what Sarah does for you
No,
when
you
you
know.
paint the deck?
Yeah, I paint
Like
the
you do
deck.
any
When I go
manual
outside to
labor.
meet the guy to paint
Paint
the deck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really. I regretted it. I was like, I should have just worked and paid someone to do this.
Yeah, I know, right?
It probably
I know.
would have been
It was a nice
Why
day,
did you
though.
like
Yeah.
halfway through? That's when you realize that.
exactly.
So you're getting married, right? Coming up in
Yeah.
a month and a half. How big is your wedding going to be?
I say not that big, even though it's technically big, like 200 people.
All right.
That's manageable. That's
Yeah.
a small for a Italian wedding, but like still like big enough to be like what we
Yeah.
do at Italian weddings.
Exactly.
All right. You guys do open bar, obviously,
Yeah.
right? Good bar. Live band or DJ?
DJ,
All right.
we know a guy.
What's on the plate? Yeah, who you using?
We got a guy.
DJ
Oh,
Nardi.
Joe Nardi? Are you getting Naughty Boy Nardi?
Not-
Shout out, Naughty Boy Nardi has been DJing the Italian American community.
well, he does it Donnie G's
He's at
every like Thursday or something
Yeah.
like that. I saw it on their
All right,
schedule.
so you got a good DJ.
Yeah,
That's
I think
good.
Sammy I, DJ Sammy I. Yeah.
DJ Sammy Eyes. He's for hire, right?
Yeah.
Spinning the hit, a lot of freestyle stuff.
Yeah.
Are you going to request Diamond Girl? Is that the question? That's got to be played at every.
Yeah, it'll definitely be played for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'd rather hear in the movie Nona's when they were walking down
Yeah.
the little
That would have been
freestyle,
authentic.
some Stevie B, some Diamond Girl, right? Instead of the Tarantella, would have been
That's
more
true.
authentic,
That's true.
right? Something like because then you're the dance,
Yeah.
right?
I agree.
Oh, my
Diamond Girl, the best, right? I'm gonna stand up,
Oh,
right?
wow.
You got me on the
Oh,
shot.
wow, here he
It's
goes.
like the ant dance, I call it, right? This is the best part about every wedding. You'd have to assume it's a cocktail.
Oh yeah.
Is right? There's always like ants on the dance floor, right? And back in the day, they'd be smoking their capris or hundreds, and then you just do the back and forth, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do the Diamond Girl. I'm like,
You're my
and then the kid
diamond
comes and they twirl
girl.
the kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. She's
You're
smoking,
my
drinking,
diamond
and then
girl.
occasionally, boom, just to move.
Oh my, oh my diamond girl. Do I have to keep on doing this?
No, you can't. But is there anything better than an Italian American wedding?
No.
Is there?
The dance floor. That dance floor when it's popping, it's like the funnest.
Yeah, I
place
already
to
know
be.
everyone's gonna dance.
I mean,
it's gonna be
I've never been to I'd love to go in an Indian wedding, like a full 3-day to 1 week banger,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but the opulence of that. I've been to Greek weddings. I've been to Armenian weddings. I've been to Serbian weddings. All fun, but Italian American weddings hit because the food's always on point. The dessert table's always 3 blocks long.
Yeah.
Right. There's always a giant cannoli with mini cannolis inside the giant cannolis,
and then maybe a cannoli dip.
Yeah, and a cannoli dip on the thing. You dip the cannolis into the dip.
Yeah.
They're centerpieces that are pretty much,
A lot of sparkles.
a lot of glass and beads and stuff that can most of them you're able to take home.
Yeah.
Or
I
fight
like
over.
the ones that are like really raised, so like the plumage doesn't start till like they're at least beyond head weight because
that's
then
ours.
you can't, so you can see the people at the table.
What do you have for food? Plated, or is it family style? Is it buffet?
Plated, yeah,
All right.
plated, yeah.
I'm just trying to compute because I know you're going to inevitably invite me to your wedding. I just want to know how much to put in the envelope. Are you guys doing gifts? Is your wife Italian?
Yeah, she's 100%.
Oh,
Wow, keeping it pure.
Yeah.
Boy.
You know what's crazy too?
You're going to have cute kids or ugly kids. There's no in between.
When we have kids though, they're gonna be from like every single region because I'm like Calabrese and Barres, and she's like everything else. You know what I
really?
mean? So it's
Wow,
like, yeah, it's crazy. That's
good.
like the only two she's not. So like we have like
So it's not, there's no interbreed. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I look at some people in our lives, I'm like, man, I don't know, man.
We're like the droopy,
Yeah,
the real
like everybody
droopy.
looks like they came from the same village, and then maybe 3 generations removed.
You know
you're
what?
still first cousins. You know what I mean? And then you're
Cross-pollination.
making sweet love to each other, and then you have this kid, and it comes out, and you're like, is he okay?
You know, when you go to sign for the marriage license, they keep asking you like, are you related or whatever. Italians are probably the reason why.
Oh my God, we are. Yeah, Southern Italy. It's like the South here.
Well, we have a Mediterranean blood disorder.
Yeah,
we have thalassemia minor.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What's more Italian than that?
That's super Italian.
Wait, what?
Dude, that's deep. That's South. So we both we carry a genetic disease called thalassemia minor, where if my wife had thalassemia minor as well, our kid has like a 70-80% chance of having sickle cell anemia.
Well, it's
Oh my God.
thalassemia major,
Yes.
which is akin to sickle
Sickle
cell
cell.
anemia, so which is really bad.
Yeah.
But how we live as thalassemians now, walking through the world, avoiding people of our same heritage. When we lose a lot of blood, we get really tired.
Yeah, we get
That's
tired.
what happens.
Low iron count.
So that's our big thing.
So we're survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we
that's
have
like,
our own maybe we should talk about a thalassemian t-shirts for the
There you
for
go.
Italians.
well,
Yeah.
maybe we'll do a fundraiser or something for all the thalassemiacs like us. Like we'll do like a 1K.
That'd be cool.
That ends really early, so
Yeah,
we don't
what's
get too
early?
tired.
Yeah, like a late afternoon 1K.
Yeah.
Nothing too early, so you don't have to wake up with
Yeah.
stations throughout the 1K.
What-
where
what kind of
I don't know, like
stations?
you get a little something like a bowl of maybe some cream of mushroom soup to start because it's cold out still.
Yeah.
Then you end it.
Gotta
at-
incorporate
yeah.
the food. There you go.
You can do a scooter. You can do a mobility scooter if you want. You can do a razor
You
scooter.
know what? I think we need to have a schedule meeting for this.
I love it.
Right after this.
How many people have it?
No,
Not a lot.
like our mom has it, and our mom passed it down to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she found out when she was pregnant, so then they had to test my dad. He was clear, so
You might want to
everyone's
look
okay.
into that.
You might,
Listen.
you might have, yeah, you might have to.
Yeah, true.
So your wife's Italian, so I think so. You guys will do primarily envelopes, right?
Yeah.
Like so you're
Yeah.
under the understanding, like I don't need a pot, I don't need a pan, I need cash.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty much. Yeah. That's how to do it.
What do
Yeah.
you estimate? What do you think you're going to take in?
I don't know. I don't
Put 'em
know.
on the spot.
Everybody wants to know.
No, that's really
Well, you know
It's
what?
hot
I feel
takes.
like-
That means hot topics.
Now we're talking so much about this wedding. Somebody's probably watching, be like, "I wasn't invited. I didn't get a thing." And
Well, tough shit. You
and
should be
he's
a
like,
better
"Why
customer."
did Jeff
Well, we
bring
really
up?"
try to keep it like for
Yeah.
Italians, because the thing is, it's funny because like I'll chat GPT everything or look things up like how big's an Italian wedding or how big's a wedding in general.
Yeah.
They're saying like if it's 200, it's massive, and I'm like, what? I thought that was small. Or like,
That's for us.
yeah, I'm like, how much do you think? I literally chat GPT. I'm like, how much do you think we're gonna get in the envelopes for inviting this amount of people or whatever? And it said a number. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, these are. I literally typed in. I'm like, these are Italians. There's no way they're giving like that low. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna be generous. So
Chat
We'll see, but-
GPT was wrong then.
Yeah,
That's what you're
exactly.
saying. They don't know
Yeah.
about our people.
I'm suing.
Chat
Yeah.
GPT. You got to try that.
What?
But
Chat GPT.
Patelli.
Chaz GPT.
Patel- oh, what?
Chaz G.
Gipatelli.
Patelli. G.
What?
Patelli. No, I do the Chaz G. Patelli. That's good, Emily. Put that
That's
down.
awesome.
We're gonna
I'll put it
develop
right
that.
now
That's
with
my
the-
idea. Don't take
right
it, Mike.
under the
Write it down.
jardiniere. vending machine.
Giardiniera
That's
vending
great.
machine. What else we got?
Chaz G. Pertelli.
Chaz G. Patelli.
G.
I think I had
Patelli.
another great. Oh, the 1K, the Thalassemia 1K, inaugural celebrity invitational 1K.
All
I know
right.
some people from Love Is Blind. I think that'll come
Oh,
and help
there
out
you
this
go.
run.
All
yeah.
right. I'm
They're
right
very
on
in
top
good
of
shape,
that,
so they're gonna
Rose.
finish the one. Like what was your time? You're like 1:93 seconds.
I think we could go on to our
I think yeah.
the big last question, which
Are
is
Italians white?
no. Oh,
Mike,
We gotta
what is
ask
your
that.
take on this? Are we white? Like I don't know. I know we are Caucasian, but are we white? I mean, we we're carriers for sickle cell. I mean,
like sometimes
Yeah.
I don't like because we were so different from our very white neighbors. I didn't always identify as the same type of white as our suburban neighbors, you know?
Oh yeah. We're
But like
different.
it makes me like, yes, we are still white, but are we the darkest white people?
the darkest white people.
Are we the
this is,
darkest?
I know we're getting it's getting
Well, I feel like
heavy here.
everybody considers
Getting heavy.
Like we're
So-
a lot of us tan very easy. A lot of us are naturally olive skins. We have dark hair.
Well, I want to hear from the Asian man, and it looks to me as a Latino man, and then a Native American man, and a black man. There are you could say are Italians white?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
They're saying yes. What did you say? You son of a get him out of here, you racist son of a bitch. How about my man in the dreads over there? You're the deciding factor. All right.
But
All
do you
right.
think do you think maybe we're the darkest white people?
American Italians are white. Italians are not.
Okay.
Okay.
American
Yes.
Italians are white.
See,
Italian
it's
Italians.
funny because we're actually
Americans.
Well, we're not. I'm
Listen.
not I'm not educated enough to speak onto
It's-
that.
No, they're indigenous.
So you're applying for a job, they're in a separate category.
Exactly. So we're not on paper. We fill out Caucasian.
Yes,
There's
yeah, we are.
there's no box.
Yeah, I was gonna
Every
say,
time I
there's no
fill that
box.
out, it feels like a lot.
But you got a lot more.
You hit the other, and then
We got a lot
the
more.
other.
We're white, but with a lot more seasoning.
Yeah.
Closest to the equator of white people.
That's true
Yes.
too. All right, we're closest to
All
the
right.
equator, Mike. See, this is good. This is the dialogue we're opening up.
It's like a it's like a green, white, and red table talk.
green, white, and red
Right,
table
right.
talk.
Yeah, but we're definitely very different than Americans. Like
Is it because? I mean, first of all, can all Italians dance?
I
Are-
can't. So I'll
You
probably-
can't dance.
Okay.
That's true.
I'm a terrific dancer.
Emily's a great dancer. I'm a good dancer when it comes.
Jeff is very agile and very like
I'm a good dancer.
he can like
I'm a
he's
good
light
egg.
on his feet.
Hey, I'm a good dancer.
He is a good
I like
I
dancer.
am. She's not going to lie about that either.
No, I don't lie about dance.
No. All right. I'm sorry to interrupt our dance conversation, whether or not our Italians are white. But these shirts are available right now at hardcoreitalians.com. Mine, Giardiniera University, which I did graduate with a 2.4 average. Not my best showing, but
No, but you know, it was expected.
it's hard. It's easy to get into. I think all you need is a 12 on your ACT to get into the Giardiniera University.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And
It's
then we
really
got Giardiniera over everything with our Honey G and our medium Marl Provisions Craft Giardiniera, which makes. Would you agree? I mean, what are your thoughts on the current Giardiniera wars here in Chicago? I know there's a lot of people.
Are you privy to the
Are
to
you
the
privy to the
wars?
Giardiniera wars?
I mean, I know a lot of people do have different jardiniers, so yeah, I could see it.
You're not choosing a side, even though we're the official. Now
Well,
the
we are.
official
You
Giardiniera.
have.
It's
I
not
don't know if
official.
you know this, but you have chosen a side
Yeah, you
with
chose
this
a
collab.
Clearly,
Spoken
clearly, I'm
true.
with you guys for sure.
Thank
I'm
you.
saying I didn't know there was a war. You guys are like,
No, I had a
what,
third.
lighting poop on fire and other
Well,
people's
no,
doorsteps,
No.
or
there's
what?
there's room for a lot of Giardiniera in the world, right?
Yeah,
and
but-
we don't we don't have to be the only Giardiniera in the United States of America, but we sure as hell are the best.
Damn right.
That's a Jeff Morrow guarantee right there. But yeah, we have a third cousin that their car was blown up because of Giardiniera.
Yeah.
She had a couple cases in the
It was
trunk.
a- it was a
a
Molo-
woman too.
But it was a Molotov cocktail that was made from a Giardiniera jar.
Yeah. So it was a slow
I'm not
burn.
going to say what brand.
Slow burn.
I'm not going to say what brand.
Yeah, it was. It ignited very quickly. It was one of the competitors.
cheaper
Yeah, dude,
ones.
Mike, it is bad out there. But we are trying to be the best Giardiniera in the world, and I think
Yeah.
we're getting close. I mean,
No, I like the Honey G. It's like really unique. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you guys got some good stuff.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? And like I don't know all the different types you can get. Like you guys know what you're doing for sure.
It's true.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it had a 2.4 GPA, but
Yeah, wow.
university.
Listen, I'm not a
Based on
scholar.
how it is.
I'm not a smart man. I'm not dumb. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. What movie is that from?
I'm smart, Godfather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
there
my
you
God.
go. There
That's
you
right.
go.
That's why these stereotypes keep perpetuating.
Well, here we go. Go back to your ready-made whores. That's all you're good for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jan is Rossi and 4B.
4Bs. Oh. Remember, she's buzzing everything.
Buzzing.
Oh, that was a
Excuse
beautiful.
me, is this the landlord?
You
You
sound.
have a whore in the building.
Yeah, that's you know what that's from.
What?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Well,
Oh,
that
okay,
whole bit was all from Goodfellas.
No, the first part was from Godfather.
Oh no, but
Yeah.
then the part I was saying.
Well, you suck the
suck.
life out of a
You-
podcast sometimes.
You know what? You are not you're not picking up what I'm putting down. And that's
You
your
put
fault.
it down, and then I commented on it, and you said, "But that's from the you right?"
You saw the wrong. Anyway.
See, Italians are dumb, just like us. All right, dumb,
Okay,
dumb,
all right.
shit face.
Should we go over the
Yes.
Jardiniere t-shirt slogans that didn't make the cut?
Yeah, let's do it.
That is a surprise to both of you guys. But yeah, so obviously there was some brainstorming for what these Jardiniere shirts are going to say, and here were some ideas that just made it on the cutting room floor. When I'm not bleeding green, white, and red, I bleed Jardiniere.
It's a little wordy for sure.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
you agree?
I,
It's
I
more of
need,
a paragraph.
I need to chat GPT it though. We'll
Yeah.
condense it.
Yeah,
Chaz GP, what was it?
Chat G. Oh, hold on, I do have the notes
Yeah,
in
please
my
reference the notes. Make sure you crumple the papers on the mic more.
Chaz Gipatelli.
Chaz GP.
Chaz
I love that.
Gipatelli.
That's gold.
You call it a condiment, we call it a necessity.
That's
Oh, you don't like
powerful. Though.
I know.
It's almost like
Too serious.
it's like more of like a rally cry. Okay.
Italian. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Italians don't sweat. We glisten Jardiniere oil.
I have a feeling you wrote these all, and I just went through that
Jar-
quickly with a pen.
Jardiniere. It's like a spicy hug from your nona.
That's pretty good.
It's cute.
Yeah, I feel like these are good phrases, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want, we'll discuss the royalties if you want to use this. If there's no Jardiniere on the table, are you even Italian?
All right, that's good.
Sauce on Sunday, Jardiniere every day.
That's good.
True.
Cute.
You can do a gravy one too. We can,
Oh, yeah. Maximize. My love language is Jardiniere. I know.
Yeah, that's terrible.
When I say I pack heat, I mean I travel with Jardiniere.
That's good. It's more of an innuendo, like
Yeah.
I pack heat.
Yeah, I pack
Right.
heat. Yeah.
That's-
Jarred oil is like nectar from the gods.
That's
No, that
horrible.
doesn't. Okay. Then just vitamin G.
That was mine.
I
I
know.
like
That's
that.
cool.
Vitamin G. I
Yeah.
take it every morning.
And this
Right?
one, I still want to use this for something else with Morrow Provisions, but show us your G face.
Oh, like an O face?
Exactly.
Gee.
Yeah.
Right?
Comment your favorite one, guys.
Because O is
Comment your
that.
favorite one.
Yeah, if you guys want these as shirts, please tell
Let
us
us
below.
know. You
We'll
go-
print them out. We'll do the
Go to
whole thing.
askjeff
These
at
guys got
comeonover.com.
his dad sits in the basement with the screen thing. What do they call it?
Hammer nut.
Silk screen?
Yeah, silk screen.
Silk screen with the back and
Yeah.
right this. He's just I'm so tired. Your dad's a character too. I thought he was gonna
yeah.
be here. We'll
Yeah.
get him. We'll get him on next time.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't like being on camera that much. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. But we want to get him on more. His personalities.
He likes a party though. That's what I've learned.
I know there will be a party eventually.
no, we
We'll
should.
get to a joint party, but first things first.
We gotta do this. We gotta make this huge.
I know, right? This is really great that we got our brands together to like just kind of make the power of
Yeah.
our cultures even more prevalent and talk about these relevant issues and who we are as a people.
Are you You're full-blooded Italian, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's
both
good.
sides.
Do you
Yeah.
think we're a dying breed? Don't you agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not now. You're married an Italian, so you got to have like at least 4 kids.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be like the Amish. You just got to keep procreating so you keep the thing going because they're gonna go on Rumspringer.
I like to think of it as like growing. You know what I mean? Because if people are marrying into other ethnicities, you know what I mean? We're expanding more and more, technically, if you
Yeah.
think about it. Not 100% blood, but you know what I mean? There's going to be more people that are 25, 10. So we are growing. More people are going to do the ancestry and see Italian on there
Mhm.
as we grow. So
I
that's
like
what I'm
that.
trying to do is like, frame it as we're growing and we keep it going. You know what
More
I mean?
customers, right?
Mhm.
A little
That
more
too.
casual, a
Mhm.
little more garbage.
Well,
escargot,
there we go. There we said it. We said it.
Scuttle and beans.
They did say shkadal in
Did
there
they say
once.
scuttle?
They
Yeah.
said it was like a kind of a throwaway line, but they
Oh,
definitely said shkadal, right? They did.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So-
sure they did.
Oh no, it was skamors.
Scamorts.
Okay.
I would love to hear Spacone. I don't hear that a
I
lot.
know.
too.
There wasn't. There was
Did you guys
no-
ever use Spacone? Joey Spacone, like a braggart, right?
Yeah, I mean, our whole family friends, there's like 20 Spacones. That's their last name. So we say
This
it all the
guy
time.
knows that he's got
Oh
right
my
in front of
God.
everybody.
Yeah.
The Spacone family?
Yeah.
Oh, those guys, you think they
Oh,
would have
it's the
changed
best.
that over,
No, at our bocce tournament, their name's the Big Spacones.
Oh my god! I'm so
Are you
jealous.
are you in a bocce league?
We have one. We host one every year. Yeah.
What's your favorite? I've heard some good bocce team names.
There's a ton. We made a video about it, just walking around asking
Oh,
people
yeah?
their names. There's so many funny ones.
Ones,
Yeah.
ones I heard in Elmwood Park, and the one they do in the circle is what was it? Forget a bocce.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great.
Forget a bocce.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good, right?
Yeah. Don't bust by bocce balls and there's so many there's so many I've heard.
That's the,
Okay, stop.
it's endless. It's like dog groomers. There's just
Yeah.
no end in punny names, right?
Yeah,
Dog
exactly.
rumors.
Oh, I mean, come on. When are they going to run out of dog grooming name? Diamond in the rough.
Oh yes. Oh, dog groomers.
Groomers name.
Oh,
You have a
yes.
dog. Don't get her started on the dog now, Mike. Do you guys have a dog yet?
Not
How
yet,
old are
no.
you?
30.
30.
Oh,
You're
you're
going to have
so
kids
young.
soon? What are you guys going to?
We'll see.
You're
Have you
asking
guys
these
done it yet?
personal
Have you done the
questions,
deed?
Jeff,
You
Hey,
made
we're
love yet?
Italian, so I gotta say no.
I'm kidding.
According to the Catholic Church, no.
Of course. Smart. Hey, oh my God. We didn't even talk about
oh my
the
God,
Pope.
the Pope. We forgot to talk about
We
the
buried
Pope.
the lead.
That's the.
I have
ultimate
one
topic.
complaint about the Pope thus far.
Okay.
What?
Born and raised Catholic, obviously, went through all the sacraments.
And then some.
And then some, obviously, some post sacraments, some exorcisms. The one complaint I have about the Pope, and I think you guys can both agree, he's not Italian.
Yeah, I feel you.
Now, would you rather have an Italian Pope from Italy or the one we got now, who's from Chicago? Via
I don't know. I
Dalton.
just love his shining little face.
Isn't
He
it great?
looks like such a sweetheart.
Yeah. I like him. I don't know. The Chicago thing is cool. If it had to be anything
is.
else, and people love it. People love it, man. It's been going viral. Like, I don't know if you guys saw we put out shirts with them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Already?
I
Oh,
saw
my
you guys
God.
were on that, like, and we were on there with like the Pope. Like we have a post of the Pope holding a jar of the
Yeah.
holy jardiniere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it like went viral. We sold 1,000 shirts over the weekend.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
What does the shirt say? What is
It's the White Sox logo, but it says the Pope.
Oh,
instead.
I
It's
saw that,
freaking-
yep.
Yeah. Oh my God, people love it because I think there was a whole controversy too. Of, like at first, it said he was a Cubs fan, then his brother saying he's
Yeah.
a Sox fan.
Yeah.
Then they went viral with like they found him at the World Series game.
Yeah, I
for the
saw
White
the
Sox.
footage this morning on WGN.
I
He was there.
Yeah, so
Oh
it's
my
been blowing
God.
up like that. I think that's why the White Sox one people just love them.
Oh
You know
my
what I mean?
gosh.
We're raised Sox fans, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, we're Cubs, but
That's
Yeah.
okay.
it's in-
Cubs games are more fun.
Yeah.
What neighborhood your dad grow up in?
Berwyn, sister.
Berwyn, all right, yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Taylor Street
Yeah.
in Galewood.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where my grandfather's from, Taylor Street.
The old day. We still have an aunt who lives on Taylor Street,
Yeah.
we can't leave.
Yeah.
We got one left.
One left.
One Italian left on Taylor
I
Street.
know, right?
It's
One
my
Mara
aunt.
left
Yeah.
on Taylor Street.
Thank you to all the hardcore Italian listeners and fans out there for allowing us to come on over into your house here. It's a great setup. You got professional. This is way better than our basement.
I like it. It's nice.
They have a 19-person crew, all union.
And I won't
Sure.
look washed out this time. Every time, like I have like the worst like setup by my computer,
Well, you're
and
always-
I'm,
you're-
like I
yeah.
always look like
You're
pale.
indoors a lot, on your skin,
Not indoors a
your
lot.
diet.
You know, I'm freaking walking the dog like 45,000 days a
Well,
week.
why don't you aim for the sun next time?
I do. I get
It's
tan
embarrassing
instantly.
next to me and Dark Mike.
I know. Shut up. You were just in Australia.
I was in Australia. Have you been there? There's a lot of Italians. They're like, we're Italian. I'm like, no shit.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, pass the gabagool.
We ship there a lot. It's like our third biggest country. It's United States, Canada, Australia, probably.
gosh.
Yeah, so there is a lot of
Canada, there is a lot.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's a phone. Oh, it's a bomb dive. Oh. A Molotov. I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
being
it's from someone from out there. Okay, yeah.
Tommy guns.
Let's go down. That would be
We are in Chicago.
wildly ironic.
Again, thank you to all the hardcore Italian fans out there for letting us come on over. Check out our podcast. Come on over wherever you listen to podcasts. It is the #1 rated comedy-based podcast hosted by siblings.
There you go. Hell yeah.
That
Love it.
could be true.
That could be true.
It
And
could
if
be
you-
true.
And who else is out there
I don't know.
that is going to dispute that fact, Emily? Nobody has yet to come to the table except what's her name? Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson, and
her
they're not
dumb
Italian.
brother. I mean, if my dad was Kurt Russell too, I'd be rolling in dough, but we're not.
No.
All right, he's a guy from Taylor Street
Yeah.
who died
Who dies?
2 months ago. We love
Don't
you,
get us
Dad.
started, Dad. This for
Don't
you.
get to start crying.
I
We'll get
know.
crying. At least you got a dad, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting dark here.
Yeah, I was gonna
I know.
say dark humor.
All
Oh
right.
god. But no, it was an honor to be talking with you guys to do this collab. I'm real
Yeah.
excited about it. I think people are gonna get a good deal with the bundle, the Jardinera. If you haven't tried it, you gotta absolutely try it. I mean, the t-shirt's great, all good stuff. Two family businesses working
Mhm.
together, so
Mhm.
it's a beautiful thing, and just looking forward to,
And keep doing what you're. I mean, you're an inspiration. You guys have grown so
Thanks,
much,
man.
and there's. You took a category and you owned it quick,
Thank
and that's what we're trying to do with our Jardinera. So it was only inevitable that we joined forces, and I think it's time that via your shirts, via our product, that this kind of Chicago Italian American culture really expands internationally, but especially showing the world, what our true flavor is. So I know they love us for the beer. Now you can taste all that stuff at home with our Jardinera, and you can wear it proud.
Yeah.
Whether you're Italian or not, you can wear this stuff, right?
Exactly.
100%.
Right? The Pope's not Italian,
Yeah.
Mike.
Exactly.
We don't judge him for that.
And you know what? I
Lest
bet
you
you.
be judged.
Do you think that we should send some of this to the Pope?
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe we should send this whole package to the Pope
With a beef kit?
and our T-shirts,
Oh,
There you
dude.
go.
and so we can be the official
Jardinera
Jardinera
of
and
the
T-shirts
Vatican.
and the guys.
Of the
Okay, this is
entire
big.
Catholic
We got it,
Church.
Jeff. We got to know someone. We got to know
Expansion,
a direct
Emily.
line
You got to get
the
on that.
Pope.
Make a note. All right.
All right.
Thank you all, as we say, for coming on over. Now, please get the hell out. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And
Do you
then
have something you say at the end, please?
Just like, follow, subscribe, anything you can, share it, all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for listening, and catch you on the next one.